This mathematics game is called Control C plus Control V, which, if you didn't know by now, is a shortcut on your laptop you can use, which basically means copy and paste. The game is rooted in the concept of patterns, functions, and algebra, and aims to develop a sense of geometric patterns, also known as picture patterns. In essence, the game is based on the idea of copying patterns. Learners will have shapes that they would have to use to copy patterns from a flashcard onto a board, which I will now demonstrate. So the pattern that is used on the flashcard in the top left corner is 3 circles. In the second column is two triangles, and in the last column is 3 squares. The learners have to take the shapes that have been given to them and place them on the board to mimic or to basically copy the pattern of the flashcard. There are about 21 flashcards, all with different patterns that the learners will have to copy onto the board. According to the CAPS document, copying the pattern helps learners to see the logic of how the pattern is made. This, also according to the CAPS document, lays the foundation for algebraic thinking. This game can be played with either one player, two player, or more than 2 players. It is essentially a game that is never ending, and learners will have multiple opportunities to create different patterns for themselves as well. The reason why this game is very suitable for you in your classroom or your children at home, and why you should definitely buy it, is because geometric patterns include the sequence of lines, shapes, and objects, but also patterns in the world. In geometric patterns, learners apply their knowledge of space and shape, meaning that this game does not only develop their sense of patterns, functions, and algebra, but it also develops the sense of geometry, which in essence is the knowledge of shapes and space. The game is suitable for all foundation phase learners because of the simplicity of it. It can be made more difficult by learners attaching numbers to the different shapes and using that then as their patterns that they have to recreate. As mentioned before, the game is essentially never ending because learners can use the flashcards right side up or upside down, which will allow them to have double the amount of flashcards and double the amount of patterns that they could recreate. This versatile game is useful in any classroom situation where you as a teacher need a little bit of extra time to complete daily tasks such as admin. The flashcard currently shown is one of my favorites. As you can see, it says wild card, which means that learners are able to use all of their creative freedom to create their own patterns on the board. This allows them to develop skills such as creativity and critical thinking, which are essential for our 21st century teaching approach. Also, as mentioned before, that the flashcards and the shapes on them can be swapped out or replaced by numbers. This means that the difficulty level of the game will be increased so that learners of older ages can also partake while developing their cognitive function. Just in case you have forgotten, this game is called Control C and Control V, meaning copy and paste. It consists of 21 plus minus 21 flashcards and 16 to 20 different shapes, which can be used as the players in the game. The 21 flashcards have different patterns on them that learners have to recreate on the board. As you can see, all of the flashcards have different patterns on them, which will allow learners to be more cognitively engaged while they try and think logically about how to copy the pattern.